Probably the most controversial podcast has just been dropped, and it's the Nelk Boys interviewing Benjamin Netanyahu. And oh man, I mean, some of these clips are just wild. Okay, you have Netanyahu saying that Hamas is stealing the food entering Gaza, that the Palestinian children are taught to murder, that October 7th was like the Holocaust, and a lot more. Just take a look at this.
Why do they say Israel's like starving the people of Gaza?
Well, because we're trying to get the food in, and we let food trucks in, and guess what happens when we let them in? Hamas steals the food, takes the good chunk for itself, then they jack up the prices, and then they sell the food to its population, to its hungry population, if they give them at all. And then use the money that they take from their own people to recruit more killers into their terror machine. And they teach their children that the greatest duty is to murder as many Jews as they want. The so-called moderates, the other branch, not Hamas, the moderates that are described as such, they pay for slay. The more Jews you kill, the more they pay the murderers. I mean, that's a death
Which
cult.
is crazy, yeah. Some of the anti-Semitism I see is pretty nuts.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm an American Jew, and it's hard to identify as that.
I understand.
You almost don't even want to own it.
But I think these guys were out to murder us and do another Holocaust. You know, the Holocaust, the Nazis murdered 6 million Jews. There are now 7 million Jews, close to 8 million Jews in Israel. They want to murder all of us, and they say so.
I have so many questions, but mainly how and why. If you don't know who the Nelk Boys are, they have one of the biggest and youngest audiences on social media, and for them to drop this, especially taking into account their content, it just doesn't add up for me. And they reacted to them reading their comments and the backlash they got for this podcast, and just take a look.
Hitting a genocide on your podcasts, this shit feels so dystopian. Reputation takes years to build and just seconds to ruin. Sold out so hard. I remember when you guys
Let's
had
address this real
40k
quick.
subs. Which one? Well, I want to read this one. This one hurts. 40k subs. You guys were doing pranks, and now you're interviewing war criminals. We're gonna address this all. What? This one?
Wait, no, go back.